Hello, good evening, guys. How you doing today?
The noose tightens around his neck. The condemned chokes and gasps, but can manage a few inhales of oxygen. It's good to be tall, as his feet can just touch the ground beneath him. Yet his executioners, determined to see this through, begin to dig a hole beneath the hanging man's feet. Soon, the earth slips away and darkness prevails. Such is just one of the ghost stories and legends of Alabama. The Redmond Hotel. Birmingham's Redmond Hotel is the oldest operating hotel in the city. It's got a long and interesting history, one that's led to more than a few ghost stories. Opening in 1925, Redmond has seen a number of celebrities stay in its rooms. One of those guests was the one and only Hank Williams Sr. In 1952, Williams stayed at the Redmond just before he died of heart failure on New Year's Day. That has led to the belief that Williams continues to linger in the Redmond. Take this tale with a grain of salt, though, as Hank Williams is said to haunt a number of places around the South. Nothing like a celebrity ghost to drum up some extra business. Among the other apparitions said to haunt the Redmond include a young woman who walks the ninth floor, and even a small dog that roams the halls. Finally, there is Clifford Stiles, the hotel's former owner. Mr. Stiles died decades ago, but apparently he's still taking care of the Redmond from beyond the grave. Consolation Church. For such a small building, Consolation Church seems to house a lot of spirits. Spectral dogs with glowing red eyes snarl and snap at visitors, and long dead Confederate soldiers march the cemetery where they're buried. One rather odd haunting is that of a banshee. Normally associated with Gaelic traditions, Consolation's banshee can sometimes be heard sobbing and, of course, screaming within the church's walls. When she's heard, it is said that someone within the sound of her voice will soon die. If that wasn't creepy enough, there is the phantom pickup. The story goes that if you hang around the church grounds on the night of a full moon, a black pickup will appear from thin air and begin to chase you down. If it catches you, doom awaits. Unfortunately, the church was vandalized over the years. Honestly, who would vandalize a church? In 2015, a fire broke out within the wooden building and completely destroyed it. Cedarhurst Mansion. Dating back to 1823, the Cedarhurst
Wow.
Mansion has been home to many people over the years, including 16-year-old Sally Carter. Sally passed away within the mansion in the mid-1800s. Things were pretty quiet until a young man staying at the Cedarhurst had a strange dream about a woman named Sally asking him to fix her tombstone. As the legend goes, the young man and his family dismissed the dream until it was discovered that Sally's tombstone had indeed been knocked over in a recent storm. Since then, Sally seems to have become more active. She's been spotted walking the mansion grounds, while inside the mansion, furniture moves on its own, and voices are heard in empty rooms. Sally seems to be a benevolent spirit, as she watches over children as they sleep, though it begs the question, is she simply watching, or is she standing guard? Old Bryce Hospital. Abandoned mental institutions have got to be some of the best places for ghost stories, probably because they are some of the worst places. The Old Bryce Hospital is no exception. Opened in 1861, the hospital housed those deemed insane. As is the case with many such institutions, the hospital became overcrowded and the treatment of the patients was said to be, shall we say, harsh. Today, the place is empty and decaying, its halls and rooms filled with garbage and graffiti. The living who visit Old Bryce say you can hear strange noises echoing through the halls. The ghosts of children are sighted playing among the grounds. Too many met untimely ends in such places, and it seems they can't escape, even in death. Choctawhatchee Bridge.
Let's go stories.
This is quite a tale. Below Choctawhatchee Bridge, and I'm from the wrong side of the Mason-Dixon to be pronouncing that correctly, is the site of Bill Skeeto's Hole. Yeah, I know, that's a bad name. Poor Bill was hanged on that spot by Confederate soldiers. Why he was hanged is a matter of speculation. Some say he was a deserter, while others claim he was a captured resistance fighter. Whatever's true, Bill was meant to meet his end, near where the bridge stands today. When the soldiers strung Bill up, they discovered that he was so tall, his feet touched the ground. Panicking, the soldiers frantically dug a hole beneath his feet in order for the hanging to work. Work it did, and Bill eventually died. From that time forward, it was said that the hole endured. It never filled back in, no matter what was tried. If you did fill it in, by the next morning the hole would be back, just as it had been. It wasn't until a flood hit the area and covered the hole with tons of rock and dirt that it finally disappeared. Maybe Bill's still there, though. Maybe someday the hole will return.
Well, that's good. This one is Arizona. The pumpkin building Alaska. The 27,300 stump construction began in 19. The route caused 1,000 shoulders during the Cold War. It was named after General Simon Bunker. It was inhabited in 1953. It was known as the city under one roof. The pumpkin building had available floors and levels in total, 8 levels in total. The complex included an auditorium, a cinema, a gymnasium, hospital, library, 6 jail, food, weekend radio station, Wi-Fi, and bowling alley. The army fort was shut down in 1970. believing the building project for more than 50 years. The Buckingham Building is believed to be haunted. Wow. They used to was the army over here.
What are you watching?
Huh?
What are you guys watching?
Oh, ghost stories first. Then after that, we'll stop watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the series from now. Yeah. Something different, you know, like serious first. Fifty States
Yeah.
yeah, you know, then stop watching. You know, this is the Daniel Army Force. Daniel, Daniel from Alaska. Nearby to where it's this every footsteps in the hallways. It was to be haunted. People talking. Mostly and Virginians, whatever. Ooh, how scary. Ooh. Bubbling in the kitchen. Ooh. Hey, Wesley, I dare you to go over there. I'll give you $100.
Hell no, I'll take $1 million. I'll go in there for $1 million with my camera.
Okay. It was once a mental hospital for the army, you know, supposed to be hunted. Yeah, veteran affairs, what's up? My internet is working good. That side for a couple days so far. Ooh, how scary. Give him a video to go.
Hotel San Carlos is located in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. It is both an operating hotel and a tourist site.
You ever heard of hotel
Many
before in
staff
Arizona?
have said that they have seen ghosts at the hotel, the most commonly mentioned being that of Leon Jansen. The Hotel San Carlos opened with great fanfare in March 1928, with 144 fireproof rooms, air cooling, and 24-hour running ice water in every room. It originally included a penthouse, sunroom, card rooms, ballroom, and hand-operated elevators, and became a popular midtown gathering spot for motion picture stars and other celebrities. On May 7, 1928, the Arizona Republic reported the death of Leon Jansen. What is generally believed is that Leon snuck past the co-owner manager, Charles Harris, and his family, who were living in the penthouse, and she jumped to her death just 49 days after the hotel opened. Based on what she wrote on her death note, it could be assumed that the 22-year-old woman was physically abused by her boyfriend, a bellboy at the Westward Ho. Speculation has been made as to whether she was pregnant or her boyfriend was having an affair with another hotel worker. Because of these theories, the way she died is also debated. While most evidence pointed to suicide, many have said that she could have been pushed off the roof by her boyfriend or her boyfriend's other girlfriend. Another ghost frequently mentioned by hotel staff is that of a little girl around 6 to 9 years old who is rumored to visit hotel rooms at night. On December 9, 2004, yet another death happened at this hotel when an unidentified man died when he tried to dive into the pool from the roof. During our investigation, we set up a full-spectrum camera in room 702, which is the room Leon was in before her death. During our EVP sessions in that room, we experienced equipment failure on several pieces of equipment. While we were unable to capture any audio evidence during these sessions, we did have some millimeter activity. So let me zoom in.
Do you believe this kind of stuff, Westside?
Camera. We've been talking to Leona. I did whisper, by the way, because we're just this whole situation just doesn't make sense to us. We want to make sure that we get it right.
Well, then let's verify. We are speaking to Leonie Jansen. Is that correct? Are you someone else other than the lady that jumped from the roof?
Well, now that never crossed my mind, Becky. Okay, We also had several personal experiences. We heard voices in the hallway and saw shadows passing under the door as if someone were walking in the hall. When we checked, no one was there. There were only 3 other guests in the entire hotel the night we investigated, and none were on our floor. During our visit to the hotel, we were given special access to normally off-limit areas. While we were in the basement, we did have 2 odd things happen. When we were talking about what spirits might be haunting the hotel, the overhead wires would shake violently. This happened several times and startled our investigators. Our guide felt this is the spirit's way of communicating. Here is one clip that shows the wires rattling. This white cord or wire, whatever you want to call it, it was moving.
Yeah.
But I thought you were, when we came in, but I thought you were doing something.
Nope, that's literally just the wire itself.
Okay, we
I
see
think
that.
that's
and acknowledge.
I've had a lot of people tell me like, "What are you pressing? Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm here with you guys."
Yeah, because I saw that, but I mean, you were over here and I didn't really know what you. Also, when we were in the basement, we clearly heard a chair that was stored in the corner move. The following clip captures the sound. Our guide ignored it, and when we acknowledged it, he said it happens so often he stopped paying attention to it.
Myself, but I'm like super intelligent.
The Hotel San Carlos is like stepping back in time. While we're not entirely convinced the wires rattling in the basement is paranormal, it was startling, and we can't completely dismiss the movement of the basement chair. We intend to return to this quietly elegant hotel to try to get to the bottom of it.
The historic 1886 Crescent Hotel is perched on the summit of West Mountain, above the Victorian-era community of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. In contrast to other hotels, it appears to be something different. What separates it from the others? Why is it referred to as the most haunted hotel ever? Buckle up as we dive into knowing more about this hotel in particular. In addition to being one of America's most unusual and historic hotels, the 78-room resort is also well known for the plethora of ghosts that are supposed to roam these opulent grounds. The hotel was created by renowned Missouri architect Isaac L. Taylor, who also created several well-known structures in St. Louis. The Eureka Springs Improvement Company and the Frisco Railroad built it. The 27 acres at the northern tip of West Mountain were selected for its magnificent setting overlooking the valley. As the healing waters of the Ozarks gained widespread recognition, it was a significant period in Eureka Springs history. Visitors from near and far flocked to the area to get relief from their aches and pains. Building the most opulent resort in the nation was the Crescent Hotel and Spa developer's strategy for capitalizing on a large number of tourists. Powell Clayton, Arkansas's governor from 1868 to 1870, established the Eureka Springs Improvement Company to capitalize on this lucrative time. The Frisco Railroad joined the venture among several other investors because they anticipated increased revenue from the resort. The building was started in 1884 with the importation of numerous stonemasons from Ireland. Special wagons were built to transport the enormous slabs of stone from the quarry site on the White River due to the density of the magnesium limestone used to create the hotel. Masons constructed the 18-inch walls, towers, overhanging balconies, and a stone fireplace in the lobby, all designed in various architectural styles. As work on the hotel's electrical lighting, contemporary plumbing, steam heating, lift, vast landscaping, and opulent accents and amenities continued over the following 2 years, an increasing number of workers were hired. The final construction cost of the hotel was $294,000, which was a wildly lavish sum at the time. The impressive Crescent Hotel debuted on May 20, 1886, to much excitement. The Eureka Springs Times-Echo called it America's most luxurious resort hotel. Notables from all over the nation were present at its grand opening, which featured a gala ball with a full orchestra and a banquet meal for 400 guests. The luxury of the hotel was unmatched at the tea rooms with exquisite furnishings, a dining room that once accommodated more than 500 people, and exterior amenities like a swimming pool, tennis courts, and croquet, all set amid a gorgeous landscape of flower gardens, winding boardwalks, and gazebos. The affluent of the country immediately started to swarm to the opulent resort hotel as liveried footmen received them at the Frisco Depot before escorting them to the inn. Once there, the visitor might use the spa's therapeutic waters, a barn with 100 elegant horses, tea dances in the afternoon, and lavish celebrations every night with a full house orchestra. But the good times wouldn't last. People discovered that the renowned healing waters didn't possess the therapeutic properties for which the hotel and the city were renowned after the turn of the century. Visitors to the lovely resort gradually decreased. The structure served as the Crescent College and Conservatory for young women from 1908 to 1924. But it was still used as a summer resort after that. The Women's College, after 16 years of operation, because the income from tuition and summer remained closed for 6 years before briefly reopening as a junior college from 1930 to 1934. When Norman Baker arrived in 1937, he bought the dilapidated
Hey, G-Man. No sound? Huh, the sound is fine. Are you sure? Are you familiar? Maybe, maybe it's yours. Does anyone hear the sound? Hold on. Wait a minute, hold on.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hello, Moto.
Okay, hold on. How about now? How about now? Yes, let's hold on. Give me. I sent that video with it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. I got the wrong one. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Museums whose creepy, lifelike figures are rumored to move around after dark, to famous comedy venues harboring the ghostly manifestations of long dead performers. Are you sure you're ready to brave my picks for some of the most haunted places in Los Angeles? Number 5, the Pico House. The Pico House, located in Los Angeles, California, is a historic building that holds cultural significance and an intriguing history. Historically, this prestigious abode, completed in 1870, is a prominent landmark situated in the El Pueblo de Los Angeles Historic Monument area. It was originally constructed by Pío Pico, a prominent Californio and the last Mexican governor of Alta California, and was designed by Ezra F. Kaiser in the Italian style, making it one of the most luxurious hotels in the city. The Pico House played a significant role in the early development of the city as a whole, serving as a symbol of its growth and prosperity. It was strategically located near the booming commercial district in the bustling Los Angeles Plaza and catered to a diverse clientele, including wealthy travelers, businessmen, and local residents alike. Over time, the Pico House faced multiple challenges, including economic downturns and a changing urban dynamic, and eventually fell into disrepair, undergoing numerous restoration efforts through the late 20th century to preserve its historical significance. Today, it stands as a museum and a testament to the rich history of Los Angeles. Through its extensive existence, the Pico House has long been associated with an impressive slew of purported hauntings and supernatural phenomena. One of the most commonly reported sightings across its bounds is that of a ghostly woman dressed in 19th century clothing. Incidentally, witnesses have described observing her wandering about the halls or standing near its windows, and some speculate she may be the spirit of a former resident or guest who once stayed on the property. Both visitors and staff have also reported hearing unexplained noises within the Pico House, such as footsteps, whispers, and the sounds of doors opening and closing on their own, which are often associated with the presence of spirits or residual energy. Additionally, some have described detecting a sense of unease, cold spots, or a heavy atmosphere while on site, and many tell of feeling as if they're always being watched by someone or something unseen. Number 4, the Hollywood Wax Museum. The Hollywood Wax Museum, located at 6767 Hollywood Boulevard out of Hollywood in Los Angeles, California, is a popular tourist attraction known for its collection of lifelike wax figures depicting celebrities and other significant names. Historically, this museum was founded by Spoonie Singh, a prominent entrepreneur in 1965, who envisioned creating a monument that would celebrate the glamour and allure of Hollywood's entertainment industry. His museum quickly became a popular destination for tourists and locals alike, offering them a chance to get up close and personal with wax replicas of their favorite famous movie stars, musicians, and other notable figures. Over its years, the Hollywood Wax Museum expanded its collection and became an iconic landmark on Hollywood Boulevard and has undergone renovations and updates to enhance visitors' experiences, including the additions of interactive exhibits and themed sections. In the present, the museum remains a popular attraction, allowing for visitors to take photographs with all of their favorite celebrities, both past and present, as well as immerse themselves in the world of Hollywood. While the reasons for paranormal activity at the museum remain up for speculation, many believe its bounds haunted by the souls of those tied to it in lives since past, while others have theorized that the wandering and restless spirits of featured actors not yet ready to leave town may have gravitated toward their own wax figures. And while reports of phenomena on site are not as varied as other locations, they are indeed worthy of this list. Both staff and visitors to the expanse have reported extreme temperature fluctuations without cause, orbs in the backgrounds of photography and video, and encounters with both full-bodied apparitions and shadowy manifestations. Eerie and inexplicable sounds are often heard emanating from empty spaces. Personal electronics commonly malfunction or die sporadically, and many have described feeling a general sense of unease, as if they're always under watch. Lastly, most famously, and honestly most horrifyingly, many have told of various wax figures moving on their own, shifting their gazes to follow those passing, or even tilting their heads after dark. Number 3, the Hollywood Pacific Theater. The Hollywood Pacific Theater, formerly the Warner Hollywood Theater or the Warner Bros. Theater, is a prominent historic venue located right off of the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Los Angeles, California. Historically, the Warner Pacific Theater, designed by architect G. Albert Landsberg, opened its doors on April 26th of 1928. It was one of several venues owned and operated by the Warner Bros. Chain and was known for its opulent Spanish colonial revival architecture, with its distinct facade featuring ornate details, grand archways, and a prominent tower. Through its earlier years, the Warner Pacific Theater was a popular venue for film premieres, showcasing luxurious ambiance, made it a sought-after destination for moviegoers, and it also hosted live performances, including concerts and shows, contributing to its status as a cultural hub of the era. Over time, the Warner Pacific Theater faced multiple challenges as the film industry evolved. The rise of the multiplex cinemas and evolving audience preferences posed difficulties for single-screen theaters like itself, and after undergoing various ownership changes, it eventually closed its doors in 1994, namely due to earthquake and water damage. Through its many years, the Warner Pacific Theater has gained an impressive reputation for alleged paranormal activity on site, with numerous reports of ghostly encounters and eerie experiences. One of the most well-known supernatural apparitions associated with the theater is its resident Lady in Blue. According to Associated Legends, the apparition of a woman dressed in a blue gown has been spied wandering about, with some speculating that she may be the spirit of a former actress or patron who had a deep connection to the property. Visitors and staff members have also reported hearing unexplained voices, whispers, and footsteps within the theater, and others have described detecting conversations or laughter while no one else is present, leading to suspicions of supernatural entities. Additionally, there have been claims of unexplained equipment malfunctions such as lights flickering or sound systems acting erratically, and some individuals have reported sudden drops in temperature or extreme cold spots. While this weathered theater is currently closed and its future uncertain, its purported hauntings contribute to the site's allure and a fascination surrounding its history. Notably, as an LA historic cultural monument, it remains an iconic symbol of Hollywood's golden age and continues to captivate those interested in both its architectural beauty and the potential for supernatural encounters. Number 2, the Comedy Store. The Comedy Store, located on Sunset Strip out of Los Angeles, California, is one of the most famous and iconic comedy clubs in the world that boasts a rich history as a significant venue for stand-up comedy since its establishment. Historically, the Comedy Store was founded under Sammy Shore, a comedian, and his wife Mitzi Shore in 1972. Originally a former nightclub known as Ciro's, the building was transformed into a venue that would showcase rising talents and would become a home for established comedians, and quickly became a breeding grounds for comedic talent, launching the careers of numerous high-profile artists such as Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, and Steve Martin. Over the years, the Comedy Store expanded its reach and reputation, hosting performances by renowned comedians across the globe, and even today continues to act as a prominent venue for stand-up comedy, offering multiple stages and hosting a variety of shows each night. Chillingly, the Comedy Store has garnered a reputation for being haunted, with numerous reports of paranormal activity within its premises, many of which are often centered around the main room, the belly room, and the basement, which is known as the Dungeon. One of the most famous Comedy Store legends involves the ghost of Sam Kinison, a beloved comedian who performed on site and who tragically died in a car accident in 1992. Some claim to have observed his ghost in the main room, where he allegedly continues to haunt both the front and backstage areas. Many staff members and comedians have also reported hearing unexplained laughter echoing throughout the club, even during times when no live performances are taking place. That's often described as eerie and disembodied with no discernible source, while other visitors and employees have described sighting shadowy figures moving in the corners of their vision, or feeling a presence in certain areas of the club, often alongside extreme cold spots. Some comedians and staff members have experienced strange occurrences, such as their items being moved around or misplaced, minor incidents that are often attributed to mischievous spirits playing small pranks. The aforementioned basement of the Comedy Store, or the Dungeon, has a reputation for being a particularly active zone, and there, employees and performers have told of feeling uneasy or sensing an overall heavy atmosphere. If you're interested in experiencing the vibrant world of stand-up comedy and potentially exploring the alleged hauntings at the Comedy Store, attending a live show can provide an exciting opportunity. Notably, the venue continues to host performances, and visitors can immerse themselves in the rich comedic history and electric atmosphere for which the club is renowned. Number 1. Griffith Park. Griffith Park, located in Los Angeles, California, is not just one of the largest urban parks in California, but in the whole of the country. Spanning over 4,300 acres, this notable site totes a rich history steeped in local lore and is known for its natural beauty, recreational activities, and cultural landmarks. Historically, Griffith Park was named after Colonel Griffith J. Griffith, a Welsh industrialist and philanthropist who donated the land for its creation to the city of Los Angeles in 1896. Griffith's intention was to create a public space that would provide a place for recreation, education, and culture. And over its years, the park has evolved and expanded to include numerous attractions, including the Griffith Observatory, the Los Angeles Zoo, the Autry Museum of the American West, the Greek Theater, and various hiking trails. Chillingly, this aged park has long been associated with various paranormal phenomena and ghostly legends, only furthering its popularity amongst both history buffs and supernatural researchers of all walks. One popular legend associated with Griffith Park revolves around Don Antonio Feliz, a wealthy Spanish landowner who presided over Rancho Los Feliz, which included the area now occupied by the park. According to Associated Tales, Feliz was murdered by a nephew named James Williams who wanted to gain control of said land, and it's rumored that Feliz's ghost still haunts the park to this day, forever searching for his lost deeds. Incidentally, visitors have reported encountering a spectral figure dressed in old-fashioned clothing who bears Feliz's likeness, as well as experiencing eerie sensations in certain areas of his former grounds. The Griffith Observatory, a prominent landmark within Griffith, has its share of ghost stories as well. One such story tells of a janitor who died while working in the observatory and whose ghost is said to continue his duties from the afterlife. Notably, there have been reports of strange sounds, unexplained movements, and sightings of a figure in old janitorial garb roaming the premises. Griffith Park's old zoo, which operated from 1912 to 1965, is often associated with supernatural happenings. And within its aged premises, visitors have reported hearing animal noises, feeling strange sensations, and even witnessing apparitions in the abandoned cages and ruins. Incidentally, it's believed that the restless spirits of both animals and possibly former zookeepers linger. Another popular legend connected to Griffith Park revolves around the Lady in Black. According to these stories, a woman dressed in black haunts the park's picnic area and surrounding hiking trails. Some claim that she might be the entity of a grieving mother mourning the loss of her children, while others speculate that she may actually be the spirit of a hiker who met an unfortunate end within the park. Whatever the case, encounters with the Lady in Black typically involve fleeting glimpses of a figure in dark clothing that drifts about before it disappears without a trace. Last but not least, Colonel Griffith J. Griffith, the park's benefactor, has his own associated ghostly reputation. After shooting his wife in a fit of delusion, he was convicted of attempted murder and served time in prison. And legend has it that he placed a curse on the park, predicting that it would be plagued by misfortune for years to come. While many believe Griffith's curse is more folklore than fact, some interpret various setbacks and tragedies associated with its bounds as manifestations of this magical marring. Taking its fascinating history into account and coupling it with such an impressive assortment of purported paranormal activity and encounters with ghostly manifestations, I felt Griffith Park was the perfect choice as the most haunted place in Los Angeles. Thanks for joining me for my picks for some of the most haunted places in Los Angeles, California. If you enjoyed hearing my history,
sound familiar.
What's your channel? No way, dude. Saki Valley Transparency. I'm out here in Ouray, Colorado. I'm with San Joaquin Jr., Rice Crispy. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their channels. I'll drop their links in the description for you. We're at the Ouray County Sheriff's Office.
Give me some.
How you doing? Good.
All right.
What's that? Our administrator's gone today. Yeah. Sorry.
So we can't go into the lobby?
What's that?
We can't go into the lobby?
I can let you in the lobby if you want.
Yeah, we'll check it out real quick. Heck yeah. How you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm not used to this thin air.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day too. It's been kind of windy and cloudy and
Yeah.
kind of cold.
So how long have you, you're a deputy in this county?
Yep.
How long have you been a deputy out here?
Oh, I've been here like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. You're new.
Jay.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
Have you worked at any other department before?
Yeah, I was at Telluride Marshal's office. for
Okay.
15 years.
Wow.
15?
Yep.
Right on. Did you ever arrest another cop while you were there?
Did I ever arrest another
Or
cop?
give him a ticket for DUI or anything like that?
But there was kind of. I was involved in a thing. There was like some that were in town years ago, but got into a scuffle with like people, like, you know, something late at night. And then they all left town, and deputies worked on it, and I ended up like supervising and working on figuring out what really happened, and kind of
Nice.
ended up doing some.
Good. How you doing? Good. I'm Sam.
How
There.
long have you been a deputy in this county?
13 years.
13 years. How long did it take you to get your chevrons?
I got the full chevrons last year.
Last year. How do you like your position?
Just more work.
More work, huh?
I don't mind it.
That's what everybody says.
I've been here quite a while, so I kind of enjoy that part of being able to help everybody else, new people that are coming on and showing them the area, just because
I'm pretty comfortable with it.
I gotta tell you, man, the people out here are nice.
My first name's Derek.
Nice.
Last name's Cornell.
Very nice community.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it is. Yes, definitely.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. So, where you guys from?
70s.
Where at?
The 70s.
The 70s. 70s. No, I didn't know you guys were from Colorado. Florida? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm from California.
California.
Yeah, we came out to check out the area, all of Colorado.
Not gonna lie, I enjoy your guys' state more than I drive.
I'm falling in love with it. I gotta tell you.
A lot of people moving here.
Yeah.
We're making our way all the way through Colorado. We
Yeah.
came from
What is it? The black? What is it called?
We went up to Aspen, and then we came all the way down here. Or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been traveling all up and down. We came
Oh, yeah, and we're not affiliated with them at all. So, yeah, I just want to make
Going back up to Colorado.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what we heard. Yeah. Well, they closed off the road to go down, so we might end up going through there. Probably tomorrow. I think today we're still stay in town and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. I love it here.
How are you guys' rapport with the police department?
Is that activated?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Well, I've been here 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
I got
fairly new.
everybody. Everybody's friendly. Good.
Anything cool on there that I can do a records request for?
Not today. The traffic stop. I mean, I didn't even get a ticket for it. So.
Oh, nice. You gave him a warning or what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You guys don't go after tourists and see how much you can make for the town?
we can get the money.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's not something
Word.
that's not generated, through revenue. So we're not. If you need a ticket, if a warning will create or correct a bad behavior, we'll do that. But if we contact you 2 or 3 times, it may result in a ticket.
I found that in most small towns, the smaller police forces are more focused on fighting crime than generating revenue and giving out tickets.
I mean, we make it known. I mean, traffic is one of our biggest complaints in the county.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of people live here, it's real slow in the winter, but then when they get a high influx of traffic on the county roads, all the dust and things like that, it starts bothering them. So
You're not trying to become Aspen or nothing like that, huh?
we're our own
So
place,
sad
and
what's
we
happening.
police it the way we police it, and it seems to work just fine.
Or I have a question for both of you guys. I ask every trooper, officer, deputy this question, and I kind of doing this to find a pattern here. But can you guys give me the 5 fundamental freedoms of the First Amendment?
5 fundamental. I can't off the top of my head. Nobody else with you right now.
Hey,
5 fundamental freedoms.
Yeah. Come join us really quick. Really quick. I got one question for you guys. All right. So what's your position, if you don't mind me asking? Deputy Sheriff? So you're the deputy of town? Nice to meet you, David. All right. So I ask every deputy, trooper, officer that I encounter the same question. So I'm basically trying to, find a pattern here. So can any one of you guys state?
Yeah, it's a question that by all rights you should know, but if you don't, you make a good faith effort to know the answer to it. What are the 5 fundamental
All right.
freedoms?
Let me ask you really quick.
Yeah.
So the 5 fundamental freedoms of the First Amendment, can you guys state them? And it doesn't have to be verbatim, but
Yeah, whatever
can you?
Freedom of speech.
Right.
I mean, that's number 1, obviously.
All right.
Right on.
The right to press.
Right.
No preference of religion. That's in the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Religion.
Freedom of unlawful searches.
These are the 2 top.
No, that's the Fourth Amendment. All right.
So 5. So I know, speech is what everybody.
Speech, press, and religion, you guys already got, which are the easiest ones.
We're peaceably assembling here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Peaceably.
And when we go to the police chief, we're going to express our right to seek redress for our grievances.
Right.
Bellyache. You can bellyache and cover
That goes with the symbol, but yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, all
speech,
5
press,
of those,
religion, assembly, and petition.
And they made the first one, so.
I believe the second should have been the first to remind everybody, hey, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You like that one? That's cool, huh?
¿Usted de dónde
Heck
eres,
yeah.
Pérez?
¿Yo?
Sí.
Yo soy originalmente de El Salvador.
El salvadoreño.
Nice.
Mi mamá es dominicana. I'm just asking where Perez is from originally.
Yeah.
To translate.
It's a very
Nice.
common last name, so.
Yeah.
You
Good
don't
job.
believe in the
Well done.
comment section, people say, hey, we speak English in this country. I tell them, yeah, stay in England. We speak whatever we want in America.
We do. We
Man. Well, if I ever come back to Ouray, that's how you pronounce it, right? Colorado?
You're right. Yep.
Ouray?
Ouray.
If I ever see you guys again and I ask you the same question, will you guys do your best to remember it and to know it?
Fire 'em off.
These are the rights of the people. And I've kind of discovered a pattern that most cops that I encounter, they can't seem to answer that. I personally believe that is a massive problem in this country. You guys are given a gun and a badge, and you guys are told out to go out there and babysit the country, right? Yeah. To take care of the people and stuff like that. People's constitutional rights. Exactly. In that office over there at the police department, City Hall, or whatever it's called, the little building, they have a poster of the Constitution on there. But the lady at the front desk says that she wasn't comfortable being recorded and stuff like that. And we kind of told her, hey, it's all right to record and ask questions. You know, we don't mean no harm. She's like, I don't feel threatened. You guys don't seem like bad guys, but I just don't feel comfortable. And I was like, well, it's all right. It's our constitutional right.
Understandable apprehension, but you know, we're letting them know we're not terrorists scoping it out or anything like that. We're just trying to get to the bottom of things and get it out to the public. And you guys aren't just speaking to us; you're speaking to everybody watching this. So I like showing stars shining, snowflakes melting,
and I
be an example or be a warning.
And I gotta say, you three are very professional. Not all officers that I encounter on my channel are professional. Some are. Some channels don't like to show the good interactions like this because it doesn't get all the views. But I like to show the good and the bad because. Have you heard of? Does my voice sound familiar?
You sound familiar.
No way, dude.
I'll give you a clue.
I'm from California. Obviously, you guys could tell.
We're in the middle of working on something. But
So my channel's called San Joaquin Valley Transparency. I go out and record and ask questions, and I also highlight smaller channels. I try to educate people.
Is that in Northern California?
Huh?
Yes.
California.
That's right. I got this from his channel's merch section.
I never expected to come out to Colorado, but this guy is the guy you want to travel with, man. He's fun.
Good place to come down here.
The Bay Area? Yeah, nice. Shout out to Bay Area Transparency, guys. A good channel out there is Bay Area Transparency. You guys check them out.
Summer when all the Jeep trails open up, and it's an amazing place.
I love it here.
I know last night it was very calm, and I'm like, I wonder if this place during the holidays or during the summer.
You know, summer picks up a little bit more on 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. School's starting to get out for the summer. We'll start getting busier.
Word.
You hear that, folks? Come to you, Ray, and spend your money here.
Yeah, no doubt.
The sheriff's office doesn't generate revenue through tickets and all that.
Tip well, because the people here are kind, you know. They treat it. The people here seem very, very nice.
Businesses, they make their year's revenue in 3 to 4 months. You know, to support their families, everything else. Some of them will stay up through the winter, but they don't make much.
Oh yeah, that's rough. Yeah, true.
They do. I mean, prices might be high, but they gotta live.
True. Man, coming from California, this is a trust, dude. Trust me, dude. The expensive gas here is still hella cheap for me, man. Seriously. Yeah. Have you guys?
Like $6 a gallon.
You used to live in California. Have you guys ever been to California?
Yeah, about this big.
Don't worry about going back. Don't worry. Just kidding, man.
Come to Florida. We have cold springs there, 72 degrees year round.
Yeah, that's my plan next month.
Right on, man.
Well, I guess I don't want to take so much of your time. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Never been to Florida before.
My channel. I want you guys to read the comments because we don't. I have over 500,000 subscribers. I don't mean to be braggadocious, but you know, I try to highlight the good and the bad, and I want other cops, deputies, troopers to see you guys because you guys lead by example. I want them to see what an interaction with the people can be like. You know what I mean? You guys are a good example of that. And I'm gonna post this, even though it might not get all the views. Like some of my crazy videos where cops are getting in my face or whatnot because I'm recording them and trying to ask questions. But you guys didn't do that. And me, right? Heck yeah. Good interactions. That's right, man. That's how you gain the trust, right? Because one bad interaction could lose the trust. You know, make the whole department look bad. So far, you guys have been very respectful. I appreciate it.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
That's more than most local newspapers, which are closing down 2 a week in the country. This is the new press.
Oh, no kidding.
You know, and that's why I started Bang, Bold Action News Group.
Yeah, let's go watch those kind of things to see what's going on through the country.
Yeah,
I think 90% of my TV watching is YouTube.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So yeah, you guys are definitely been in like my algorithm.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to Deputy Wilson.
Oh, now you're gonna see yourself in there.
Thank you.
Well, names and badge numbers really quick.
But we don't have badge numbers here.
Okay.
Our call signs. I mean, sometimes I give that out because we don't have badge numbers. I'm SO3, Sergeant Linnell.
Deputy J. Wilson and SO11.
Appreciate it.
Luis Perez, SO5.
I appreciate it, guys. Very professional, man.
Professionalism is
I
appreciated.
appreciate you guys.
Take
Very
care, guys.
professional. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
You guys
man.
need anything else? We're in and out of here.
Sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, go
You guys have a wonderful day, man.
We're working on it. Well, you guys enjoy your
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
See, guys, that right there is why I do what I do. That's how it's done, folks.
That's honoring your oath.
Ooh, I don't like this though. I don't like this part.
Right.
I guess the only thing I don't like about this right here is how this vehicle doesn't have, you know, the.
Oh, how it's.
It looks like it's hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to start taking these away from the police departments, man.
Yeah. It should be conspicuous,
Well, the thing is
like an ambulance.
what
or a fire
police try to say, right, is their presence is supposed to deter people
Right.
from people committing crimes. But if their
Hunting
presence
and
being-
camouflage.
yeah, if their
you know,
presence
that's
is not known, how are they going to deter people? And
Yeah.
at that point, they're out there just trying to survey the landscape and get people trying to do something they're not supposed to, you know?
Yep. True that.
Yeah, when they hide these and they stay hidden in like a school zone or something.
Yeah.
They're not trying to keep the kids safe. They're
Right.
trying to just
They're trying
catch
to
somebody.
Get
Right,
tickets, you know?
You guys go subscribe. San Joaquin Jr. Rice Crispy.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for an awesome trip so far. Too.
Yeah. Thank you, man. We're out here with our families, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut this one down. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to eat something. I'll be back in 15 minutes. You guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to open a new one. You guys take it easy. I see you in 15 minutes. I'm taking the